Marian Wilson Davis was called from her earthly home to her heavenly reward on October 3, 2021. A Maryland native, she was born April 8, 1928 in Harford County. She was the 8th child born to the late Annabell and John Wilson. She was also preceded in death by 9 siblings. Reared in Darlington, Maryland, Sister Davis attended schools in Cedars, Maryland, and high schools in Havre and Bel Air. She must have been quite determined, as schools were very distanced, and transportation was not easy. Upon graduating from high school, she matriculated at the then Morgan State College, now known as Morgan State University, graduating in 1948. Mrs. Davis furthered her training and recertification with additional training at Bowie State College, Towson State University, and the University of Maryland. Her Bachelor of Science Degree in Physical Education and Health led to teaching opportunities in Calvert and Baltimore counties. Sister Davis's teaching career ended 23 years later when she retired in 1975. In 1955, Mrs. Davis met Belford Davis, and the loving relationship led to marriage. Their marriage was a full partnership that led to 52 blissful years. Strong in their faith, they joined Union Bethel in 1968. A very caring and compassionate couple led them to becoming foster and ultimately adoptive parents. In 1973, they became adoptive parents to a son 3.5 years of age, Roger. Mrs. Davis experienced one of her proudest moments when Roger received his doctorate degree. He is now the president of the Community College of Beaver County in Pennsylvania, and Mrs. Davis was able to witness that glorious installation in 2019. As a faithful member of Union Bethel AME Church, Sister Davis was very active. She used the many gifts God bestowed upon her. She participated in senior outreach, where she demonstrated her musical talents. She played both the bass guitar and also alto saxophone. Sometimes she led the group in physical exercise, and she was always the one who was physically active. She had been a skilled bowler, tennis player, and swimmer. Sister Davis was a committed and faithful choir member. Her earlier years were devoted to services at St. James AME's Church in Cedars, Maryland. She shared her voice on many church programs, and when she became a member at Union Bethel, she was active in several choirs, including the Mass, Combined, and Senior choirs. Mrs. Davis also served faithfully as a communion stewardess. Extremely dependable, punctual, and impeccable in her attire. Most of all, she was committed fully to the responsibility of service. Her commitment to the ministry was above reproach. Mrs. Davis loved her family. In later years, she shared her home with a special niece. Family and friends will remember this quiet, meticulously styled, unassuming woman who had grace, a strong and devoted love for her family, church, and most of all, God. Her trust in God never wavered throughout life's challenges. What will we miss about Sister Davis? Perhaps it's sharing the same pew, sitting side by side, or discussing sporting events, or sharing fashion notes, and discussing national and local political events. Mrs. Davis opened her heart and her arms to embrace the Union Bethel Church family, to become part of her extended family. Sister Davis's legacy will that be of a faithful woman of God who ran on to see what the end will be. And now her award waits her. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Amen.
Annabell